Hey vlog fam, it is Sharon Marie from Journey to Health and Wellbeing. It's great to have you with me this morning on this Talk Tuesday, another travel story that I'm going to tell you, except it's not my travel story, it's my mum's travel story. So when she was here 2 years ago, she was here from April until May. That's usually the time that she comes to America every couple of years. She can't make it every year because it can be quite expensive, up to almost $2,000 in airline tickets. So we try and take turns going and seeing each other. Last year I went to Australia from November until February, so a whole 3 months, but I hadn't been to my country in 6 years, so we really got a lot of things done. Stuff happened over there that we weren't really expecting to happen, a death in the family, and it was really quite a shock because we hadn't seen that family member in 15 years, and that's another story. So basically when my mum was here a couple of years ago. I think it was 2015 was her last visit to America, and she will be coming next May, which I'm so excited about. But it's going to be totally different for her because Charlie is no longer with us, and we're not sure if we're going to be having a new fur baby by then. So hopefully she may be able to help with the potty training, because we are looking to buy a puppy, possibly a girl if we can get one. They're rarely available, so we're just gonna pray for it and see how our luck goes. So if you're a regular viewer of my Talk Tuesday, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your support. It helps me to know that you're enjoying these Talk Tuesdays and what you're getting out of them, if you're enjoying the content and what you might like to listen or hear about. I do have an email that you can contact me on, and it will be in the description box below. And if you have any comments or questions, please put them in the comments section below, because I'd love to interact with you all. So it's pretty cold today here in North Carolina. It's in the 40s and it's raining, so I just want to make this one pretty quick. So my mum stays here only for 5 weeks. So we don't get to spend really a lot of time together, just because of like house stuff. You know, she's got to pay bills, and she has to rely on someone to come check her mail, which she put her mail on hold at the post office. That costs money. Everything costs money. Fees, and more fees. So that's why she can't really stay here for all that long. So anyway, we basically just have the one bedroom, so my husband has to sleep on the couch and my mum has to sleep with me. I know, it's kind of complicated, but basically we do have a second bedroom which is full of junk because my husband's a hoarder, and that will be another Talk Tuesday, trust me. I have got to get that off my chest. So anyway, her travel story was she came over, everything was fine. Then when she was returning, we had dropped her off at the airport, at Charlotte Airport. She got in fine, got her tickets fine, because you have to do your own check-in. So she always has sort of troubles doing that, so she needs help. When you're kind of over a certain age, now I'm not being ageist or anything like that, but you know, some of us are not tech savvy. Like my generation or the generation below me, I was born in 82, so you know, we're pretty tech savvy, but there are kids and youngins that were basically born with a telephone or a cell phone or a tablet in their hand. So my mum needs a little bit of help with checking in. So we got her all checked in, and I had to leave because you can't get out of your car. You've just got to keep on moving. Drop the person off, keep on moving, help them with their bags. So I really felt bad that that we left her, really, because I would have liked to have helped. I get so emotional when my mum leaves because I don't see her every day. Yes, we talk on the phone every day. We do Skype or Facebook chat, but it's not the same as seeing your mum every day, giving her a hug and a kiss and just catching up, you know, just chewing the fat, like us Southerners say. So I was really emotional and basically having like an anxiety attack every time I leave her. And I prayed, I prayed to God. I said, please, I wish I could just have one more day with my mum. So Randy and I, we get home and I get unchanged because it was like at night, so it was almost time for bed. And I was in the bath and we just got a call from an unknown number. Now, I don't know about you, but I kind of like just see who's calling. We have a caller ID. So I see who's calling, so I didn't answer. And it's my mum, and I'm in the bath, so I couldn't answer. And Randy was doing something, so he didn't pick up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So anyway, I got out of the bath and I got dressed and I thought, what's going on? So anyway, she calls me. She said she didn't make her flight and the plane left without her. And I'm like, how can that even happen? Like, you know, I just didn't understand. So she was like, oh, you know, I can stay at the airport. I've got a ticket for the next day, flight out for the next day. They've fixed all that. I can stay at the airport overnight. My next flight is like in the afternoon. I'm like, no, we'll come and get you. So it's an hour to drive there and an hour back and in traffic. And at that time of the night, the traffic is really bad. And if you've been watching my channel, you probably know that my husband Randy, he's disabled. So 99% of the time he doesn't feel good and he has rods and screws in his back. He has to take narcotics and everything. So I was like, Randy, my mom is stuck at the airport and she didn't get on her plane. So anyway, we ran out the door. We left Charlie at home. We had put him in our bed because he always used to just lay in our bed and when we go, and we'd have a light on or some music just to keep him company. So I'm getting in the car and I'm so happy that I'm going to see my mum again and have an extra day with her. And she tells me where to meet. She said something around some coffee shop. So I go in. My husband can't park, so he's circling the airport, or he's at the airport where you can just like see the planes take off. I forget, it's some kind of car park anyway. So I couldn't see her and I'm like, oh my gosh, where is she? So I go outside where everyone's catching cabs or waiting for someone to pick them up, and I couldn't see her, and I just kept walking back and forth, and I did a call over for her and she didn't show up, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I going to do? I can't be here all night and try and find my mom. So I just sort of stayed in one spot thinking, yeah, you know, she'll come in and see where I'm at. Nope, that didn't happen. So I went back outside and she says, Sharon, I'm here. And she had her bags, and so then I called Randy and said, we're ready to be picked up. So he came around, and my mum actually said that Randy had passed her in the truck. Well, you've got to just quickly pick up the person, and I wasn't with her, and I don't think he's seen her, because if he had seen her, he would have stopped and said, I've got your mum in the car. So we loaded her bags up. And we got her in the car, and she's like, I'm so sorry that you had to come pick me up, and all this happened, and she was just so tired. She said that she was waiting, and I guess she didn't hear her group number, because they call you by group number now, and her and this other person that was in a wheelchair had got left behind. So, and there were other people that she was talking to also who missed the flight. So she had a whole entire day with us the next day. She enjoyed Charlie and just loved on him. And she's only seen Charlie twice. So the loss for her with Charlie has been really bad too, because she's only seen him 10 weeks in the whole 6 years that he's been, well, alive. So I got to spend an extra day with my mom, and then we took her back to the airport, Fingers crossed everything went okay. So everything went okay, and she was able to call me when she got off her flight from Charlotte to LA. She was able to call me to tell me that she got there safe. So that is this week's Talk Tuesday. There might not be any travel stories until maybe my mum comes over next May. She might have a travel story for you. She might be able to tell you herself. She kind of gets a little nervous on FaceTime or on camera, so I kind of might tell it all. But her baggage had actually gone ahead of her on this flight that she missed, so she didn't really have much to wear, so she just had to sort of wear my baggy clothes. And then back then I was 305 pounds, so you can tell how baggy they were. And she's like a small little thing. She's like 5'1". So that has been the end of another Talk Tuesday. I hope that you have enjoyed this Talk Tuesday. I am so cold out here. My husband's inside napping, so I wanted to be quiet and just get a Talk Tuesday in. How's your Tuesday been? What are you planning to do? Because it's still sort of the afternoon. If you'd like to hear any topics, please let me know in the comments below. If you are a new subscriber today, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support. I appreciate all of your support who have been subscribed to me for a while now, and I just love these Talk Tuesdays. So I'll see you next week. It'll be here before you know it. Happy fall. Bye for now. Bye.